Rise up, sons of the Horde! Blood and glory await us! Targa for the Horde!
Sup? Okay, terrible intro again. Anyway, today we're going to be taking a look at the, what is it, Shado-pan Monastery? Hell, I should probably learn the name of the thing I'm doing it of. Anyway, we're going to be taking a look at it and diving in. I've done as much editing as I possibly can without removing any footage. So, yeah, this is a long one for me. Alright, let's start it off right. You first come in and pull your first trash mob group, and then you come to this one. And they will be channeling an ability that randomly targets players and zaps them with lightning until you kill them all. I believe the amount of damage is based off of how many he's channeling. They're crossing the beams. Not supposed to cross the beams. And randomly, or maybe it's based on their health, once they get low enough, they'll stop. As you can see, cut there, I got DC'd. The wardens you pull here always have two guys that come up with behind them. So tanks, you might want to be ready to drop yourself some AoEs. Especially if you're like me and you only have one taunt as a Prot paladin. So these guys go down fairly easy. This is definitely a step up from the first two dungeons that I did. But still some parts of it are pretty face roll. So going on here, we just gotta kill these two guys. And here I'm looking for my old righteous defense or something, because having one taunt is terrible. Terrible. But I don't. So let's move on. So right off the bat, you're already at the first boss, Cloud Striker. So what'll happen is when you pull this guy, when you pull, I guess I could have cut this. I really hate only having one taunt. So when you pull this guy, there's a few things that you need to be looking out for. For one, mob, which I guess really you don't have to look out for that because he does it. And then he will have a lightning ability that randomly targets someone. And I think it seems to favor melee, but that doesn't mean it will. So the dragon will shoot a sphere out and people will need to be dodging it. I think it's in this phase. Shoot the spear. There we go. No? Yeah, there it is. Anyway, very easy to move. It also leaves a dot on, or AoE effect on the ground. So people will need to make sure that they spread out. And, as you see right there, just gotta move out of the way. So he, as you can tell, he's almost at half health. And very shortly, is it 25%? Ah, there it is. It's 50%. The dragon comes down and the tank needs to go pick it up. Now he will start to do, again, more shooting of lightning balls. And that's really it. I mean, there's nothing to really move out of the way of, I think. He does a magnetic shroud, which said everyone needed to group up, but no one really did. And no one took any damage. So, I don't... Oh, okay, I get it now. Apparently, whenever you heal, whenever you're healed while doing this, alright. So, whenever you're healed while doing this, the magnet apparently heals it, or absorbs it, and then you stack up to break it, and that releases the healing energy so that you can get healed. Okay. I probably should have read the patch, or the little dungeon journal, but I kind of like it being in the beta to test it. So now he does a chain lightning that lightnings off of I guess he just continuously lightnings. I thought it had a range, but I guess not. So there's that. It doesn't... I don't think it's hit... Yeah, it's hitting me. Okay, never mind. And... as you can see, right there, hovering over the ability. The healer goes And... yeah. It's actually kind of interesting. While we wait on this guy to die, because this is all that's left. This is actually someone from Paragon. I thought that was kind of cool. Dream Paragon. He definitely broke my fear of people from Paragon being a bunch of dicks. Anyway, so we go through this room here. We were going to shroud, and then no one shrouded, or no one went with the shroud. Or something. I don't know. It didn't work. So we had to kill stuff. And it's fairly tank and spank. Now we will be coming up onto some much more difficult? Yeah, much more difficult things. In a matter of minutes here. But I could have cut the trash out of the videos, but I decided I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go ahead and just leave everything in. And then, I don't know. There's a great thing for y'all to leave into the comments, is to let me know what you guys think. If I do a video like this, should I go ahead and just cut most of the trash unless it's got an interesting mechanic, or should I leave it all? So we get 35-minute videos if I leave it, but it's up to you guys. Let me know what you think. So these guys right here just kind of all come at you. Our priest did a little, what is that, a void tendril thing? I don't know. Anyway, it keeps fearing their guys, and they stayed feared forever, and it doesn't break. So it's kind of OP. Once you kill them, they're like, hey, go up the stairs and talk to our master. And so that's what you wind up doing. Just a killing. Our warrior threw down a banner. Alright, here we go. Oh, I didn't realize I was still in combat. Oh, there it goes. So we went ahead and skipped running up the stairs because there's really no point. So you come in here and he bitches at you. So apparently everything's our fault. What else is new, right? So this isn't a boss fight. This is like a mini boss fight, which is kind of interesting for them to put into a dungeon. I mean, they've done it before, but so basically it's just more trash. As you can see, though, it's nothing special. This part I really should have just skipped because it's just the same old stuff. So if you don't want to watch it, skip forward like 10, 15 seconds. No, more than that. Hell, about a minute. About a minute, I think. That's how long it takes to do this. I mean, it's kind of cool. It'd be better if the mobs did different abilities. And maybe they didn't come out so fast and they had like actual stuff. But they all kind of just do the same thing. They go into a parry stance. And then you kill them and then they go all ring around the rosy. So I guess it's okay for what it is. But moving right along. Why am I... Oh, I'm typing. I don't know what I'm typing. Oh. Oh boy. Asian stereotypes of rice. I'm terrible. Anyway. Holy moly, we're only 8 minutes through. And this is only the second boss. It really didn't seem like it took that long either. All in all, it took about 45 minutes, I think, or 40 minutes to complete this. And that was with fairly minimal downtime. I think I died once because no one was, including me, no one was interrupting an ability that needed to be interrupted. Hey, TGS podcast reference, yeah. One day I would like to join TGS. So then these two guys come out. You're going to want to target down the chick first. Or, no, excuse me, the guy. Wait, yeah, the guy. You want to target the guy first because he randomly targets players. And he does a crazy freaking spin, and I think I almost die at one point. I put a skull up, but the other girl is almost dead. But in heroic mode, it seems like it probably would be a lot more lethal. So as you can tell, oh, see, there you go. Burst damage to hell. Lay on hands is on cooldown, so I'm just like... The sad thing is I'm sitting here and I have a full thing of holy power. I finally use it. Again, I'm still not used to not having my macros and everything set up, so it's really a pain in the ass. So this dude's like, hey, why don't you come back here? I got candy and popsicles. No. I think I should have had him turn around and walk away. I think the whole vanishing thing is kind of old WoW. Like, they can do better. We've seen better. So yeah, this guy is now attackable. And he's got some good mechanics. I think it would be a lot better in heroic mode. I think they have a lot of potential here because this fight is kind of interesting, but it's just too easy. So, first off, he's going to do Fist of Fury. You're going to want to make sure you're pointing him away. You can see right there, I ate it. Hardcore. So you're going to want to make sure that you're facing him away from anyone else. Now, this ability you can pretty much eat, or you can run from it, and you can actually keep out of it. Personally, I'd say keep out of it as best you can. If your healer is a priest, or if you have a priest in your group who has the angelic feathers or whatever, see right there, just completely dodge Fist of Fury. But if they have the feathers, they can drop a feather for you and get you out of the way, or they can bubble you and get you out of the way. As you can see right here, the healer did body and soul to me, so I was able to get out of most of the damage. And so that's it for phase 1. He's pretty much just a really, really big panda. I understand why Blizzard makes the enemies and stuff bigger, but it looks kind of ridiculous. So when we get to phase 2 here, yeah, there you can see, I just dodged it all without even that. Oh, it took one tick. Alright, so right here he splits into shadows, and he splits into three versions of himself. 2 are fake, 1 is real. Whenever you destroy a fake one, he just falls back like that and does nothing. And then the real one steadily shoots these beams. Or beams, they're not really beams, they're like frost balls, really. Cloud balls. And so he'll steadily shoot them until he switches. I wonder why there's a red one. Oh, I guess he occasionally shoots a red one too. Maybe the red one hits harder or something. So as a paladin and a DK would be the same just about. You could drop your Death and Decay or Consecration and take one out and then judge the other and see if it's real or not. And if you happen to be on vent with the people, it makes it even easier. But Let's see, right here I do it. I drop that, come over here, I smack him, and then I tab or judge that one. I find out, oh, this is the real one. Okay. And that's pretty much all he does. It's fairly easy to dodge. I would like to see some actual, I don't know, damage from it. Maybe shoot them faster, make them harder to dodge. I don't know. I'm yawning in the mic. That's really good. So yeah, I see very amounts of promise for this, but in its current state, it's not that great. I wish I would. Okay, that hit for 30. That hit for 30. That hit for 30. Oh yeah, and when you get him down to, what is that, 25, 15%, he starts attacking the tank again. And does he do anything else? I don't remember. Let's see. No. Oh, yes, he does parry stance. I don't know what that does. And oh yeah, and he starts targeting random people. That's right. He does a flying crane kick at a random person, and then he'll randomly just drop aggro. And he does a slam too. What do you know? Oh, I'm stepping out of the barrier. That's real smart. So this guy's supposed to come with you or something? He never does. He just kind of chills and you leave him. By the way, I'm guessing that since his name is Snowdrift, it'll probably be snowballs that he's throwing at you, which is kind of silly. So when you come out here, you'll see that it says the Shado, oh, excuse me, yeah, Shado-pan archers are firing from the rooftop, which they have a really cool face image. Anyway, so they'll start firing. Now these are the guys that you're going to want to be careful about. The big ones do a conal AoE, as you will see in just a second. We're about to do a cut. Cut. No? Thought I cut this. Damn it. Oh well. Huh. That's really odd. Again, fell with the thing. Apparently he doesn't realize that everyone's gonna fall. That cone! That's it, right there. See, I stunned that one. But here in just a second, you're gonna see just how much damage it does. On top of them biting you. Wait for it. Wait for it. They haven't done it yet. See that I'm steadily getting lower right here. I'm about to just get devoured. No one is interrupting it. Oh, apparently I lost aggro on something. Which is probably the only thing really keeping me alive. Nope, you can see the warrior that almost dropped. Where is it that I die? Didn't I die in here? Huh. Maybe I didn't die. Maybe I'm imagining it. Okay, that works for me. Huh. I killed myself and I didn't even... Huh. Peculiar. Very peculiar. Oh, that's right, he died. Why did I think I died? Oh, that was the other dungeon that I did that's broken still. Okay, this is all stuff that I could have cut. Should have cut. Why didn't I cut this? Holy crap. Wow, I somehow skipped all of this. So you can see the map, they actually have it implemented. It's always nice. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and skip that group to the left by coming over here. And we got some smaller guys who don't do nearly as much damage, which is always a plus. And one big guy, so you gotta be careful. You still gotta... See, they always just... I guess it's not that bad. It's just good to interrupt. So yeah, interrupt it if you can, but if not, I guess it probably wouldn't be a major way. But as you can see, just tend to take a lot of pounding. And if you're running this with a low, either you're being a low quality undergeared tank or a crappy tank, or vice versa for the healer. Also, you gotta watch out for these fires because they start to add up some damage too. Now, I'd like to point out that while doing this, my item level is like, what was it, like 2... Wait, no, not 2. What? No, 360 something, 369. And if you're running this at level par, you're talking about 393 being what I would call your minimum level, because that's the gear that you can buy, but you'll most likely have even higher. So you gotta be pretty crappy geared. You probably won't even be able to get in here if you're that badly geared. So basically, you're a bad player. Sorry. I'm not a great player, but I'm a decent player. I go to stand in the fire. And yes, that's intentional. I wanted to see how much damage it actually did, which is fairly minimum on regular difficulty. So again, the landscape out here is really nice. It just, I do love it. The area looks beautiful. For WoW, I mean, it's WoW, okay? What can we say? You know, I love how people do, like, oh, it's not as nice looking as Guild Wars 2, blah, blah, blah. Guild Wars 2 isn't 7 years old. Sure, let WoW take years and years to develop WoW 2, and yeah, it would look pretty damn awesome. Then again, I love the WoW art style anyway, so... Damn, he drops that banner a lot, and he's almost dead. So here's 3 of these big guys. Now they... definitely probably should be interrupted. If you can. Again, I mean... because it looked like to me, you know, the warrior almost dies everybody. I think the warrior might die here again. And this one guy just wants to skip everything. It's like, eh, I don't like your shroud. So we kill these guys off. I should probably learn to do fast forwarding. That would be a good thing to learn. My actual abilities with video editing are not extremely high. I've only been doing this for a few weeks, to be honest. So you'll have to forgive me if I don't have the best abilities at it. Another thing, that if there's something you see that I'm not doing, toss me a comment. Let me know. So we come in here. No one ever clicks these. You know, we didn't click these. I wish we would have, because I really want to know what they do. Probably just tells you something, but I want to know. Because it's like, ooh, click me. Click me. So, as you can see, the Marrogar remake pretty snazzy. I can't think of the other boss, or the one that uses this exact model without the recoloring, but pretty snazzy. He is the Shaw of Violence. You have two guys here. Do they keep help? Yeah, I think they do. They keep beating on him as well. He doesn't do anything memorable. Like, I see him and I don't remember anything that he does. That's sad. Oh, yes, okay. I remember that. So he puts a debuff on you that causes your crit to go to 0. Or it reduces your crit by 100%. And then every time you use an ability, it decreases the time by, like, I don't know, was it 5 seconds or something? 3 seconds? And there's no way. It's a melee ability. Another non-melee friendly fight. There's no way around it. You just kind of gotta eat it. And now a Weird Al song's in my head. Damn it. But yeah, that's all he does, isn't it? Oh, he drops. Oh yeah. Okay. Wow. I'm feeling like a complete and total scrub. He also does a blind or disorient on the tank, or I guess his main threat, I should say, and then he runs off after someone. Not exactly the most amazing setups here. I'm not sure what model they're really going to use, because I'm pretty sure this is fake. Also, he's not dropping the item level appropriate gear. So I'm not sure what the actual mechanics are supposed to be. If there's supposed to be something else and we just didn't notice it. But yeah, this trash coming up is more interesting than the boss, in my opinion. So there's these the guys down there. You gotta click the body that they're attached to, or else they'll keep. I think they keep respawning every few seconds after they die. And then you have these orbs here that will damage you if you stand in them. It's pretty straightforward. I was hoping they'd be kind of like the ones in, damn, what's that Cataclysm dungeon where you gotta hit them to turn them off. I thought that would be interesting, but no such luck. So you're gonna get pulls up here that are gonna incorporate both the body and the orbs. So as you can see, we kind of don't do this right. I love the way that the consecration shoots off. It's like, blue. So you can tell we do this one wrong. The melee guys will do a shadow step behind you and start trying to kill you. And as you can see, they're steadily respawning. I think, didn't they respawn? Yeah, there you go. They're steadily spawning. They finally go and kill the thing. So this is also kind of a precursor to what happens in the last boss, which is kind of cool. So no one's clicking the body. And we just keep getting mobs over and over again. At this point, who went down? Was it our D? No, we didn't have a DK, did we? I don't know who that is that went down. The rogue did, that's right. So yeah, we get the rogue back up and we keep going. And I still have that damn quest, so I keep getting those stupid trophies. Should probably abandon that in the beta, but so here, I'm like, okay, let's mark stuff, and maybe people will get it. Maybe. This guy's like, oh my god, so much trash. OMG. F Cato. What? Anyway. So it's pretty straightforward. Kill orbs, click body. Right? Y'all got that? Kenso got it. See so much damage coming out right here. 2 cooldowns and I was still taking so much. It was ridiculous. And all because people don't want to do the mechanics right. I can't click it because if I click it while they're hitting me, I just wind up unclicking it. So these guys do stack up 2 different debuffs on you. I think one's Curse of Agony or something, and the other one's just a axe cut thing that does damage. Alright, so right here, you actually don't even need to do this pull, as you're about to see. It is skippable. Of course, I'm like, are we going to actually do that stupid thing? And I'm like, oh wait, we can just go over here. The rogue was useful, yay! So we come up to the last boss. Some other Asian name that I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce. What am I typing now? Why am I typing stuff? Quit typing. Oh, that would have sucked. So we do the pull, and as you can see, we get a little an ability. We get to meditate. We got a bar. And so you think, okay, this is one of these fights. This is actually, it may not be as fun to watch, but it's a really fun fight, actually. So as you can see, he summons those little balls and he'll start walking to you until, I think, is it direct? I think it's until you deal a certain amount of damage to him and it stops. Or maybe it's just for a duration. He will then also summon an orb, and the orb will actually life grip you and do damage to you. So it's a good idea to keep these dead because I think multiple ones can do the gripping. Now, you might wonder, well, what happens if this bar gets full? Well, I think I'm about to show you. So here, no. Well, damn it. I thought I did. Okay. Well, basically, it debuffs the living hell out of you. It decreases your chance to hit, and I think it's hit, and it causes all your... Oh, wait, do I get it? No. Okay. So it decreases your chance to hit, and it gives you, reduces your healing by 100%. So basically, it's bad. Healing received by 100%. I don't know if there's anything bad for healers, besides they don't get healed, but that's the basics of the fight. I mean, this part here you can stay out of, and you probably should. Oh, here we go. I get it. You can see it does the cool red thing, and I'm like, oh shit. And I hover over it. Yeah. Maybe it's not, I think it's 75%. I think that's what I just read. So that's the basics of the fight. He punches you in the face, and yeah, once you get to a certain point, it's kind of like, well, don't even worry about those anymore, because they're not going to matter. Let's just blow him up. And that pretty much concludes the video. I mean, he's not quite dead yet, but he's about to be. You see, I go into it again. It's not a oh my god, you're gonna die thing. At least not on hard. or on regular, I mean, I could very much see and would encourage that something be done besides just increasing the debuff to make it actually hard and to make you want to get out of this. See, it's like, oh, I'll just meditate right here while standing in it. But anyway, no loot either. I'd like to thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Comment most of all, and have yourselves a wonderful day.